G in a G. G in a G. Plato. Socrates. Rock with me. G in a G. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Where's Miles? Hello. Hey, Andrew. Where's Enzo? Or is Viviana going to do kids class? I didn't think so. Hello, Enzo. Ooh. Let me change your name. Rename. E-N-Z-O. There, now he's Enzo. So how you guys doing? I have a headache. And you want to know why? It's because the contacts in my eyes are really old now. I'm out of contacts. And my doctor's closed, so I can't get more contacts. So I don't have back a pair of glasses either. So I know there are ways to get contacts without a prescription. I think I can buy them through Canada or something. I don't know. My brother-in-law knows how to do it. So I'm going to have to go to Canada or something to get contact lenses. I've been trying to take them out every night, which I don't normally do. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Kind of a boring day for me. Miles, what you got?
I've just been doing schoolwork today.
Schoolwork? You say that every day.
Well, because that's kind of all I'm doing today.
I know.
And every day. I mean, today I finished early, so I've just been doing my puzzle some more. But that's
nice. Let me see how far you are on it.
All right. I'm gonna move the box. I got a little further.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot more done.
Yeah.
It looks like a dragon right now.
A little bit.
Nice. Everybody's filing in. Let's have Enzo. Tell me what's going on. I see you a little bit less than the rest of the guys. Where'd you go, Enzo? Enzo Gracie. Oh, I must be on the TV and the computer. What?
I got a trampoline.
You got a trampoline? Is it a small one or one for outside that's really big?
A small one for inside.
That's pretty neat. I like that. Jackson just requested in.
This.
Wait, you're not Jackson. You look like an awful lot like Jackson's mom. Ah, there we go. Oh, Enzo, I didn't even see your trampoline. Yo, show me some cool tricks.
No.
I don't know about cool trick for that one, Enzo. That's really neat. When I was growing up, when somebody said, I got a trampoline, they meant exactly what that is right there. That size of trampoline. It wasn't until I was older that I started seeing trampolines that were really big, like backyard-sized ones. And then even later with trampoline parks. Pretty crazy. Cash Money, what you doing, bud?
I haven't done much of anything today, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Sorry. Had a couple Nerf battles with my kids, which I won. I would like to point out it was a complete blowout. Wasn't even close. My oldest son, Jackson, I got him like at least 35 times.
Also, Coach Dan, we will be doing something, though.
What are you doing?
A water balloon fight.
That sounds fun. You have to like fill up like 100, 200 water balloons before. Like, you got a plan for a good water balloon fight. Ari, what you got?
Well, actually, yesterday, my science teacher actually had a baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what hospital she gave birth at?
Nope.
Of course. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really boy or a girl?
It was a boy. She knew like months in advance.
Probably 9 months in advance.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean? I thought you meant she knew months in advance that she was gonna have a baby.
No, like
Yeah, she knew months in advance if it was a boy or a girl.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I know it's her seventh child.
Wait, what?
Her seventh child.
7?
Yes.
She's quarantined, staying at home with 7 kids. Can you imagine? You guys are challenging.
Yeah, actually, I think it's her eighth, seventh or eighth.
That's a lot. Jackson, what you got going on? Are you gonna share about how you lost at Nerf?
You didn't shoot me 35 times. You only shot me like 5.
I'll take it. 5 times. You know what I discovered about the Nerf guns, guys? Cash, come to the video. I discovered that those big Nerf guns that look all tough and mean, those are nowhere close to the best Nerf guns. Like, the best ones are the small ones. They shoot far. Like, Miles is with me. Miles knows the secret. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember one Nerf night that we had here. Somebody brought just like one that was this big, and it was a single loader. And then you'd have to put a new one on. And that thing, like from 40 feet away, would hurt you. Yeah. So, Jackson, tell me what's new. Unmute for me.
Nothing really.
I like that thing on your wall in the background. What kind of airplane is that?
I forgot.
Pretty sure it's a P-38 Lightning.
Yes.
Let me swallow my water. Andrew, you ever do that? Hold the water in your cheeks? Here? What you got, Andrew?
Today I'm going biking today again at Craig Park.
Hey, that's right by my house. I live right by Craig Park. You know, there's something that I think you would really like. Jackson, I'll mute you, okay? Because you left it on. At the very end of Craig Park, right up against Fullerton Dam, there's a dam in like the way back. There's like this forested area that not many people know about. You should go in there. It's really fun. There's like trees to climb and swing on and all that good stuff. It's a really, really cool place. As a matter of fact, hang on. Let me show you. Because why not, right? It's Friday, Friday. Gotta blah, blah, blah. It's Friday. Let me see if I can find the picture first, okay?
Does Fullerton Dam get crowded?
No, none of it's crowded. Because Craig Park is a huge, huge park. I mean, there are people there, but yeah, you can easily stay 50, 100 feet away from people if you're so inclined. Here. Oh, this is Jackson. Jackson, I'm going to share you right here. This right here is that back wooded area. That looks super fun, doesn't it? There's lots of, right here. There's like a little stream that runs through it, and you really get a sense that you're in nature, which is super important right now. And there's nobody back there. So, yeah, kind of cool. Let's go, shall we? Gotta just share the map camera really quick. Gotta get it set up. Well, it's already set up. Just need to link it to Zoom. I am a technical wizard. There we go. There's my wizardry. I don't like how my camera starts with those numbers on it, and I have to turn them off manually. All right. Can everybody hear and see okay? Give me thumbs up if you can hear and see okay. Nice. Our audio-visual technician is asleep at the switch, so sometimes there might be some technical issues. Okay, we're just going to do 100 jumping jacks today, not 130 like we did. All right, let's do it. On your marks. Come on, Cassius dog, let's go. It's a cow dog. Ready, get set, and go. 1, 2, good Enzo, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, gotta stay fit. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Whew. That was good. Good wake up. Cross stroke crunches. Ready, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, sit up, do a crunch as you do it. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Squats. Now let's do lunges instead. Lunges. Ready? Get set. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Jackson, you're touching your knee to the mat. 20, 21, 22, 23. Keep going, keep going. 24, 25, 26, 27, almost there. We'll do 30. 28, 29, 30. Really good. Now, let's do a new one. I like to do new exercises, keep it interesting, is that before we did one for our quadriceps right here, where we did kind of lifting like this very gently. We're going to do a similar one, but this works a different muscle. We're going to lay on our side, just like we're taking a nap, I guess. And we're going to do a little bit bigger of an up-down motion. And this gets our hip muscle just right there. It'll work. And that's an incredibly important muscle for jiu-jitsu. It's because a lot of the time people are trying to throw our legs out of the way. And the resistance for that is your hip muscle. Incredibly, incredibly important. I would recommend, if you are doing an exercise routine, like trying to get really strong for jiu-jitsu, that you strengthen your hips somehow. All right, ready? Get set and go. 1, 2, 3. This is easy. 4. It starts to burn after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight legs. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Also gets your quadriceps. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch. Get out of the way, Bobbert. Ready, get set, and go. Nice lazy exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now you're going to lay on your stomach. And this one's good for the back of your legs. You're going to lift your leg just like this. Try and keep, my knee doesn't look straight because of my pants, but my knee is actually straight inside of there. So we're going to do 20 of those. Ready, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch. Ready, go. 1, 2, on hitting Bobbert. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your chest on the mat. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. I have a challenging position for you to try. This is actually really hard. I don't even know that I could do it. We'll see. We'll find out. What you're going to do is you're going to take both legs off the ground like that so my knees aren't touching. Right now my knees are touching. You see where my knees are? But I'm going to keep my legs straight and I bring my legs off and then I bring my hands off. It's kind of like you're skydiving. So let's call this one skydiving. And you have to hold it. I want to see if we can hold it for 20 seconds.
Wait,
Right.
what does it look like?
We're just
Like
going to call it skydiving.
My internet connection's unstable. Is unstable.
Yeah, let me show you again. Ari. I'm going to bring my back legs up so my knees aren't touching the mat. And then my arms come up too, like that. It's actually really challenging of a pose to hold. Just don't put your knees on the mat, okay? Ready? All right, Jackson, it's you and me. I'm going to win. Enzo, where are you at? I'm going to get you. Ready? Get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is hard. 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I found that challenging. Jackson, what did you find? Hey, unmute, tell me. You find that one easy, or did you find that one a little challenging?
It was about
Like
in the middle.
In the middle. Andrew, what about you?
I actually found it pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Enzo, what did you find? For me, that was a little challenging. Not like excessively.
Something between the middle and easy.
Yeah, just kind of like right in the middle. That's a fair assessment. All right, let's see if I can come up with something.
That was easy. That's what I think.
All right, let's do backwards rolls. Okay, we don't. This is not new, but we don't usually do it. So throw your legs over, and then you go over your shoulder on a backwards roll. We always look to the side that we're trying to do the roll. So if I'm trying to roll on this side, I flatten that arm and I look over that way, and I go over my shoulder. Throw my legs over a little bit to the side. Trying to alternate every time. So the next time I do it, I'm going to try the other side. So I'm going to flatten this arm. I'm going to look that way. And then I'm going to throw my legs over my shoulder. Let's do 30 seconds of backwards rolls. Ready, get set, and go. Okay, we'll do one after the other. One after the other. Keep going. Nice job, Ari. Good job, Jackson. Catch money. Good catch money. Time. Really good. Nice job. That is what we're going to do. Did you guys see that? Watch what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start kind of like, not bear crawl. I guess it's a little bit like bear crawl. I just start here. You could be on your knees. Now, I'm going to post my foot, my left foot. And then my right leg comes through. And I go to crab. Now, my left leg comes through as I turn this way. Right leg, right arm. Right leg, right arm. Right leg. You guys are going to get so crisscross backwards with this. This is going to be ridiculous. Try it. Okay.
Really easy. I just did it right now. Like
You
super.
either get it right away or it's really hard. Like if you don't get it like the first time, it's going to be a tough one to fix on the internet. That's okay. All right. Ready, get set, and go. Right leg, right arm. You guys are actually doing pretty well. Go, Enzo. Give it a try. Keep going, Enzo. Just try your best. It's all right. And time. Now, what did I do? Enzo, what did I do differently with that one? Did you notice?
You did it opposite.
Exactly. Try it. Now going the other way. So it's your left foot, then your left arm. Ready, go. Try your best, Enzo. Spin around to the bear crawl. Okay, I'll take it. And time. I think it's a lot more fun. I think that was the most fun.
That was really easy. I was like, boom, 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 like,
Yeah.
really fast.
I have to be careful about getting dizzy. I'm a little sensitive ever since I hurt my head, even though I don't have symptoms anymore. A little sensitive to getting dizzy. But I like learning new things. It just makes it so much more interesting. Didn't you guys have a little fun, like when you were challenged? That's how I see it. Okay, now we're going to do our sit-up contest. Get ready. Class record is what, 71? Is that right?
Actually, yeah, I think it's 71 or 72.
Yeah, somewhere around there. It would be hard to beat that by anything other than just like one. Okay, ready? Let me get the timer. Ready? Get set, go. All the way up, sit up all the way. Sit up all the way. You have to go all the way up. All the way up, Jackson. All the way up, Cash Money. Time. I got distracted. I gave you like an extra 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. Checking my email, which is never good news. Should stay away from that. All right. Okay. Let's get this. Enzo, how many did you get?
$43.
How come I don't have any? How come I didn't have? Look, you see how your name's in here, Enzo?
Yeah.
How come your name is here, but you didn't have any scores?
I don't know.
You did it before, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, Enzo. Maybe I entered it in the wrong column. I don't know. Andrew.
I got 61.
61, great score. Cash Money.
58.
Great score, Cash. Ari.
70.
70? That's a lot.
When I get a lower score, I just push myself to do better.
That's great. Jackson.
60.
60? Wow, that's a fantastic score. I'll have to review some of the footage because I can look at the footage afterwards and make sure you guys are doing real push-ups or sit-ups. Did I miss anybody? I did. Grant, it was cutting you off. Oh, no. That's why I haven't acknowledged your presence, Grant. Grant. Type it to me, Grant. Just type it. I got it. 45, Grant. A new record for Grant. Jackson wrote fun. Check mom's messages ASAP. Hang on. Okay. Everybody go get a drink of water. Apparently there's an important message that I need to read. Go get a drink of water.
Wow.
What a roller coaster. I just got some good news for our gym, and which was preceded by bad news. Saw a roller coaster these times. All right. Let's go over. Hang on, I need to message one more thing. Okay. That's slightly good news. I can pay myself. Hooray. Okay. All right. So, what did we go over yesterday? I was trying to teach something. What was I trying to teach yesterday? Ari, what was I trying? Miles. I haven't heard from Miles in a little bit. Let's go to Miles.
We were doing the stack pass, right? Or was it the other one?
Yesterday.
No, it's in my head. It's in my head. I forgot about it though.
Who knows? What did we do yesterday?
Today.
There's a certain theme. And I said we really needed to improve upon it. We were kind of bad at this type of thing. Andrew remembers because I used him as the unfortunate example. Andrew, what was it?
It was the how to pass half guard with the long step.
Long step? No, instep. Don't confuse instep with long step.
Oh,
Long step is this motion. And instep was using like the top part of your foot, really. Which is a really weird name, instep. I have to look at what an instep is. Maybe I'll change my word that I use. So one problem I discovered is that we're having trouble just getting our hands in the right spot in the half guard. We often cross face with the wrong hand. So let me get Jackson. Whatever you're working on, just look, stop that right now, and just give me your full attention. So, the biggest mistake people make is they do their crossface on the wrong side. So, half guard is where I'm straddling his leg like this. You see? Where one knee's on this side, one knee's on that side, and his leg is in between. And he's going to be hooking my leg and even triangling, just like that. That's the half guard. Something's going on outside with the police just right now. Hang on, let me make sure everything's okay. I will be right back.
Hey Miles, how many how many steps did you get?
I got 71.
Interesting. It looks like the police were after somebody. Oh, by the way, a really cool story. I didn't even share this with Jackson, but I was here really late, 2 nights ago, I think, and it was about 10:30 maybe or so, and there was nobody on the street, no cars really, and then all of a sudden I hear a helicopter and a bunch of police cars. And there was a chase that went right down in front of our gym. And yeah, it was kind of random. This came by, woo, and then they were gone. Hadn't seen that before, I don't think. So
What were they chasing?
our car that didn't want to stop for whatever reason. It was
Lucky, you had to see a car. You had to see a car chase. Lucky.
yeah, I was kind of like.
Was it a person?
Yeah, but I don't know if this is how it ended, but when I drove home a short, like 30 minutes after that, there was like 4 police cars on my way home apprehending somebody in a car. No helicopter anymore though. So I think that was him. I think they caught him just down the road a little bit. But I can't say that for certain. Okay, so we went half guard. So half guard, as I said, straddling, and he's going to lock the legs. Now, we need to know what a crossface is. So the crossface is when I go under his neck. And I have to get super tight with it. I need to grab all the way around his back and grab like the armpit like this. And then I stay low. This is not a crossface. It's almost worthless to do. So I'm going to go all the way under, just like that. Now for today, we're going to get an underhook as well. When I say underhook, I mean going under somebody's armpit. Going under their armpit like this. And then we're going to clasp our hands nice and low, just like this. And the idea would be to then smush them with your arm, just like that. And that way you can pin them and make their life kind of miserable. Now, if you're working with a real partner, you don't need to put full pressure. But now what we're going to do, are you guys using the chat? If you are, don't use the chat during class. Now, I'm just going to do that like yesterday's drill. I'm going to take myself out of half guard on this side, and I'm going to put myself in half guard on this side, where both of my legs are straddling the other one. And he'll lock his legs. And now I have to get the correct cross face, which is underneath his neck, and underhook and clasp. And I'm just going to move back and forth like this, because what I need to get out, even those of you that do it right, some of you will go like this. Do you see how I went, oh wait, no, wrong side, and then I went back to the correct side? If you do that even for a second, you can lose the match. So it's incredibly important to have this. So, half guard, where I'm straddling his legs, he's going to lock. I do a cross face and an underhook. So if I'm like, get the cross face. Let's say it's like this. Let's say you do it wrong and you do it backwards. I'm going to say your cross face is on the wrong side. So knowing what a cross face is, you'll go, okay, this is on the wrong side. Oh, that needs to be the underhook, and this should be the cross face. We have to have the language down. Any questions? We're just going to switch. That's it. We're not even going to pass. Miles, what's up?
Just a side note, you didn't count my sit-ups.
That's because you don't count, Miles. No, just kidding. Did I not write it, or did you tell me?
Yeah, you just didn't write it down.
Okay, what was it? 60.
It was 71. You just didn't even call me.
I didn't hear it.
No, you didn't call me.
Yeah, that's because they really clearly don't care about you. That's the only obvious explanation. I'll write it down. 71. 71. That's so good. Okay, ready? Practice. It's right there. What are you talking about, Miles? It's right here. Oh, wait, you did 71 again.
Other day.
Wow. Miles, that's the high score, right? I'm going to graph it. I want to see. I want to see everybody. Ari, Andrew, Miles, crushing it, man. That's so good. Really good. Jackson, do you have a partner that you can grab? Your mom or your brother?
Zachary, he's getting a shirt on.
Oh, that's always a good thing before coming on to a Zoom class. All right. Let's check it out. Let me stop this share. All right. Jax, can you just tilt down the camera just a little bit so I can see you? Ari, can you tilt down the camera just a little bit so I can see you? All right, Andrew, let's see. Crossface underhook. Good, Andrew. And switch sides, Andrew. Good. All right, Cash Money. Good, switch sides for me, Cash Money. Let go of your arms. Now switch the grips. Good, Cash Money. Once I see everybody kind of being confident with this, then we can go on. That's good, Ari. Yes, Cash Money.
Can I please go to the bathroom?
Cash Money, you do this to me every single class. Everyone, Cash. How much pee can be in there?
I don't know.
All right, run, go. Enzo, don't fall over, man. Don't fall over. Bring that knee up. Good. You're not going to go over. All right, let me check Jackson out. Jackson, careful where your knee goes. It goes on the mat. Zachary, can you get the half guard? Lock your legs around one of his legs, Zachary. Zachary, could you lock your legs around one of his legs? I can't even tell. Okay. Now, Jackson, so don't let go, Zach. Let's get the crossface with your right hand now. Yeah, go all the way under. Now, left arm, underhook, and then clasp under his armpit. Good. Now, clasp him like this, palm with palm. Palm with palm, Jackson. Palm with palm. Not interlaced like that, kind of off to the side. Good. Now, switch sides. Jackson, straddle the other leg. Good. And now get the crossface with your left hand. Left arm crossface first, though. Always crossface first. Jax, can you do the left arm? Which one's your left, Jax? Good. There. Nice. And then palm with palm. Good. And now switch sides to the other side. I'm going to watch one more time, okay? Make sure we got it good. Good. Zach, lay on your back. Good. Nice. Go one more time, Jackson, because you got a young training partner. I just want to make sure it's good before we do the race.
You know I'm playing, I'm on wood.
Yeah, I know. All right, switch sides. Good. Zach, hold his leg. Now cross face, underhook. Okay, time, ladies and gentlemen. Time. Okay. I have an idea. Hang on. I'm almost done with my idea. I just need to set up my idea. You have 1 minute to complete as many switching side to side, back and forth as possible. You will keep count and you will report your score. Do I have any questions from the champion? Any questions from the challenger? No? No? Let's get it on. All right, you guys ready? So the best person to get it. On your marks. Get set. And already start with a crossface underhook. Already start with one crossface underhook. Start in tight, Enzo. Good. And go.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds.
Hurry up.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Jackson, you got to get crossface underhook. That's the whole point. Under
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Time. Could you guys hear the countdown timer? Thumbs up if you could. Yeah, okay, good. Just making sure the audio was making it through. All right, Jackson, how many did you get?
43.
And how many did you get, Enzo?
9.
Good. Ari,
I got 69.
cash money.
31.
Andrew,
18.
18. Miles,
31.
very good. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have a question. Do you guys know who Buchecha is? No? Do you know who Bernardo Faria is? Oh, nice, some of you. I am going to, because this is like a good format for this. With the adults class, I've been providing analysis videos. And let's go through one match and we'll analyze it. Maybe a shorter one. Okay. Let's do... I'm trying to think of somebody that might have a short match. There's lots of people that you probably should know. Let's do Rafa Mendes. We're going to do this one. Let me get the right screen on. Let's do this. Hang on, Ari. Now, if you look up here at my screen, is that Rafa Mendes. This is what he looks like right here. Do you guys see this picture over here on the right-hand side? He's one of the best featherweights ever in history. And he's not only one of the best featherweights ever, he's one of the best competitors of any division ever. He's the extremely dominant. And he pioneered a technique called the berimbolo, where you flip upside down and then you take their back. All right, just let me talk a little bit now, okay? So that's what he looks like. We have a website called BJJ Heroes. And it's like an encyclopedia of all the jiu-jitsu practitioners. So, hey, my friend Jackson is on the front page. They give a biographical information on all the top guys so you can read about them. Let's do BJJ Heroes, Rafa Mendes. Let's learn about how many championships Rafa Mendes has won. He won first place at the World Championship black belt adult level in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2016. Not only that, but Nogi, the most prestigious one, is the ADCC, and he won it. It's every 2 years, in 2009 and 2011. He's incredibly good at jiu-jitsu. Now, this match right up here, I have no idea what happens in this match. I know that it's 1 minute and 14 seconds long, and I know that Rafa is against somebody who's not Rafa's skill. So guess who's going to win? Anybody? Bueller? Rafa's going to win. And you see how this name here is spelled Rafael, like Ari's name. That's Ari's real name, is Rafael. But in Portuguese, the R's are actually said as H's. So instead of saying Rafael, we say Rafael. It's kind of weird at first, but you get used to it. So his nickname is not Rafa, it's Rafa. Anyways, so he's on the right. His opponent is on the left. And this is from 2010 World Championships. So he's known for his guard. He has a really good guard. One of the best ever. He goes for a technique called an omoplata, turns it into a straight armbar almost. His opponent's trying to get out of it. Almost is. He's out. And now he's going to flip upside down maybe. Watch. He's going to flip upside down. Oh, didn't quite do it. Did a leg drag from when he was laying down on the side. So this is the leg drag position. He passes the guard to the side, swings around for an armbar, gets it. Did you see that? Jackson, did you see that? What did he finish with, Jackson?
It was laggy.
Watch again.
So it was choppy.
You're laggy. So he passed the guard with a leg drag. Watch this. And he gets around and he sticks up. You see how he's holding his arm on his chest right here? So he grabs the arm and swings his leg all the way over the top. And then he actually broke his arm. Yeah, kind of. Maybe not. We don't actually break the arm. That there's something in the elbow. There's like a thing that comes out of place when we do an arm bar. It's quite the spectacle. Maybe we can watch a little bit more matches, as long as they're short. I think that'd be kind of cool, because we don't normally do that, and maybe we could take advantage of the fact that we're not next to each other, but we have computers and we can look at matches and learn about the people in jiu-jitsu. So, all right, let's do Pictionary.
The other opponent looks really sad.
Of course, this is the World Championships. Yeah. And he's from Japan. Yeah. His name is Dai. I didn't recognize it at first, but you see here, Dai Nakamura is his name. And he's from Japan. So he flew all the way. He trained super hard for probably 6 months. He flew from Japan. This is his first match, and he loses in a minute. How would you feel? I mean, you kind of know how it's going to go if you're going against Rafa. You're probably not going to win. But even still, in his mind, he probably thought he was going to win. But objectively, no. Not going to. Because as a competitor, you always should feel like you're going to win. All right. Let's do it. Oh, this is super easy. I'm on easy level here.
It's a house.
Balloon. Circle.
Hand.
Oval. That's it. That was easy. Jackson, unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
My
There's just
open
oval.
oval. My
Let's do
dude.
some easy ones, just to make me feel good about my drawing. Oh, this is easy.
Try.
Heart. Love.
Love.
Me.
We should do some easy ones. They make us feel good about ourselves, don't they?
People for
Can I
life.
try one? I want to try one.
Like if you see 3 different rock walls, one of them's easy, one of them's hard, with medium, one of them's hard. It's just like easy.
Walking,
Running.
running, jogging.
Walking.
Nice.
Happy?
giant meteor coming out of the sky.
Looking, bird watching.
Swimming.
Stargazing.
Swimming.
Moon gazing, telescoping.
Moon. It's just a moon.
Oh.
I just didn't want to draw this because you would have said banana.
Why isn't it on its side?
I'm not a good. Why? Because the moon appears like that.
That's
It
true.
doesn't always appear like this.
Not always.
That's true.
I like it like that. It's not a gibbous moon. Oh, actually, it's like a
Oh,
gibbous.
this is fun. I like drawing the easy ones. So easy. Okay, this one might take me a second.
A boat.
No, I want to do it the right colors. No, I want to do it the right
Surfboard.
colors. I'm invested in this drawing, so I'm gonna do it.
On a boat, you see.
Surfboard. Cannon, wooden spoon.
Trunk. Club.
Burger.
Piano.
Burger.
Not
Cheese.
Miles. Stop being so good at this.
It looks like a burger.
I'm gonna finish it anyway, Miles.
Yeah, do it. Sorry.
It's a Krabby Patty.
I'm invested in this. Like, I really want to like see it through.
What the? Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese?
It doesn't say cheeseburger.
It says burger.
It kind of looks like a sandwich.
Yeah, but you would have got it, wouldn't you? Yeah, it does look like a sandwich. It doesn't.
A sandwich would probably be my first guess, and then it would. Is it cooked?
I want to draw.
Oh, this. I don't know if this is gonna be hard. Maybe not.
Let's see.
All right. No, this is gonna be easy.
Baby.
Spikes. Water.
Water.
Wave. Or Pac-Man ghost.
Poltergeist.
Ghoul ghost.
Snapchat.
Pac-Man ghost. Scary, spooky. Halloween.
Zombie. Zombie. Zombie?
Vampire.
Wait. Enzo got it, I think. Monster.
Oh, where's my?
Enzo, you said monster, right? Yeah, monster. I should have drawn. If I would have drawn this.
Energy drink. Energy drink. Energy drink.
Oh, monster. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you get it.
Get
Like
that.
a monster
Yeah.
energy
I
drink.
get that.
Here's a fun.
But you can't write words.
You guys should never ever drink energy drinks. They are so bad for your health, like really bad. It overloads you with caffeine. It's really, really bad. But one of the most popular energy drinks is Monster Energy. And a jiu-jitsu black belt who is also a chemist in his real life, I mean, for his occupation, he actually was the one that formulated a lot of the flavors for Monster Energy. He was in our academy not too long ago, maybe a year ago. He dropped off some freebies for us. I forget why. But I was in talking about the Monster Energy work that he did. He now works for the Athletic Commission doing drug testing. Or he did. I don't think he does anymore. That's kind of cool. All right, one more, shall we?
Super hard.
You want super hard? All right, we're going to end super hard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tricky. No, I can do this. I can do this.
Cheeseburger.
I think I can do it, but I don't. My drawing skills leave much to the.
Is it a giraffe? Table. Tree.
Keep in mind
utensils.
this is in ultra hard.
Basketball.
Arch.
Dinner.
Bowling.
A Roman arch. A scale.
Naughty. Let's go.
It
A
looks like
pl-
it
a
looks
plane.
like a machine gun or something.
A ship.
Bow.
A boat.
I gotta set it up. It's ultra hard, man.
Oh, is it the Lincoln Memorial?
Oh,
Airplane.
It looks like the Lincoln Memorial.
White House.
The Coliseum. I don't know.
White House.
Stone house. It looks like a Stone Age house. Is this Stone Age caveman house? The Flintstones house.
Memorial.
What?
It looks like the Flintstones
Oh
house.
no, it's not gonna work.
White House.
Bouncy Castle.
How could
Is there bouncy?
no, this thing on the side? That's just gonna distract you. How could I? How could I do this?
Can you draw
wait.
something
I'm
on
gonna
the
see if I
top?
can give you a hint. This is kind of like a hint.
Courthouse.
Wait. What did you say,
Okay.
Enzo?
A car.
House.
Enzo got it.
What was it?
Courthouse.
Oh.
Enzo, you the man, Enzo.
Courthouse.
I was gonna do this. I was gonna draw like a police car
courthouse.
over here. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense.
What was it?
All
Oh,
right,
is that
that's
like, is that like the
Enzo.
gap?
Be honest. Did your dad get that? Cause your dad's really good.
It was my mom.
Dad, cheater. Enzo, DQ. DQ. But do you see what I was trying to do over here? Over
Yeah.
here.
The
I was
the
trying to
gavel,
do that.
gavel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gavel.
Hmm.
Oh! That was a gavel.
I'm proud of my courthouse, okay? I'm
Pretty
proud.
good.
Thank you, touchdown. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you, Coach Dan. Bye.
Cash is like, I'm out of here.
You touchdown.
Bye, Dad.
Leave me to work for me.
Later. Bye, Dad. See you later.
See you, Jax.
See you at like 8.
Okay.
Bye.
What do you think that is, Alexis? It was in Pictionary.
Drive-in.
Drive-in movie, you're thinking? Looks like the Capitol building.
Hello, Dad.
Yes,
They got to the house, but there's a problem.
they don't have a key to get in.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in a Zoom meeting. Alexis, here, drive over there and give them the key.
Okay.
So they want us to drive the key over to them?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Can you get there by yourself?
Yeah. Can I actually drive?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to let me go on to Zoom here.
Wait, I don't have my glasses.
What?
I'm looking for my glasses.
Hang on, Matt. I'm doing some things. I'm here. Is that Alexis? Who are you? I can't tell Matt's daughters apart.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, I have to turn on my sound.
Where's Christina? I know she's not gonna miss. I know she's coming.
Oh, I see. Did you get that? Did you get the ID? The ID? The meeting ID. 986. Traffic light.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, you guys want to hear something interesting?
270156.
Oh, there she is.
I'm gonna lock the meeting.
Hey guys.
Hello. Today's my birthday. Just thought I'd announce it.
Nice. May 1st, May Day. Very nice. Do Viviana and Irving quiet.
Oh, I have what? My sword does.
So, can any of you guess what this was in Pictionary?
Courthouse.
Yeah. You
wow.
nailed it. Oh my God.
Nice, Christina.
But also, didn't you say something like you're gonna open up class on the 11th, and if people try to arrest you, you're just gonna let them?
Not try. I'm gonna invite them.
You're gonna invite them
Yeah.
to arrest you?
Yeah.
Like a protest thing or something?
Well, I have.
So,
Is it against the law? I didn't know that was a thing.
What do you mean?
I thought it was just voluntarily, like close your business or we'll just shut off your electricity and water. But I didn't think it was like a criminal thing that they could arrest you for.
What they would arrest me for is a failure to disperse an unlawful assembly, which is a misdemeanor. And I don't think they will. But they do have the authority to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
why are you even taking that risk?
What?
Why are you going to take that risk?
It's not a risk. I'm getting arrested on purpose.
Are they going to arrest the students too? Because they're going to be part of this assembly as well.
I'm worried. I'm worried they'll try and get away with not having to do enforcement, actually, because I don't. Here's the major protest. The protest, by and large, which I'll probably articulate this more succinctly and better, is that we have a phased reopening in California. Christina, you're probably not paying attention. And the phased reopening puts people in our position as absolute last because we're considered a gym or a fitness studio. Or are we? We don't know. But that would be the most logical classification. There's a couple of types of businesses in the state of California that are a hard no-go, which is movie theaters, bars, nightclubs, and gyms. We're absolute no-goes. So we're going to be on the last phase, which is months away, whereas some other people are going to be earlier in the phases, and that could be days away now because there's pretty much almost borderline insurrection going on in California. So we're like days away from the first phase of the reopening. But my protest is really against the uneven aspect of it, because if a business is capable and willing to meet certain size, distancing, etc., whatever the requirements are, it shouldn't be based on what industry you're in, because beyond a certain level, beyond having somewhat place to eat, air to breathe, and shelter, beyond all of that, none of that is essential. So it's pretty punitive to people in my position, where and other small gyms as well, like CrossFit, where you can meet one-on-one, and even though it has nothing to do with the actual risk of the virus spreading, which would be only how close are you together and how many people are in the room on a societal level. That's important, not as much on an individual level. It is, but it's a little bit more important on a societal level not to have so many people in a room. So yeah, what it needs to be is it shouldn't matter if you're a church. Churches are faux pas as well. If a church wants to meet with 10 people and they're spaced 6 or 10 or 20 feet apart and they want to do that, they should be able to. It should just be, here's what your guidelines are, and if you can meet the guidelines, you can open. And as they go through it, they should make it less and less. So if they want to say, okay, your business can have 5 people per square, the square footage of your room with certain rather precautions. If they want to say masks, you have to wear masks or whatever. We're just an absolute hard no-go. So even though I could make my dummy program and I could have like 3 people in the room, and the risk would be absolutely, it's not none, because anytime nothing is none. But the risk would be extremely low under that circumstance, and much lower than what the first phase of reopening would entail on their businesses. So that's mainly what I'm protesting. I just need to because this is just off the top of my head. We're just talking because we're students and people. I don't mind staying closed, as a matter of fact, as long as it's just applied evenly. We're kind of adding this whole moral component behind what we're banning, saying, oh, this isn't necessary to society. Like, this is a frivolous type of thing. Like, it's going to be very hard for people to defend this, but bars, for example. Like, bars are seen as frivolous and non-necessary, even though it's no more unnecessary than the other things beyond eating, sleeping, and whatever. So, like, if a bar wants to limit their occupancy to 8 or 9 or 10 or free or whatever, and they're willing to open to do that on a business case that makes sense to them, they should be able to do that. And then if you don't, then it should be punished. But yeah, that's largely the protest. And interestingly enough, that's actually what our county believes. Our county is saying, like, it's unfortunate, because if we just happen to be in Yorba Linda, for example, and our police force was patrolled by the county, which it is in Yorba Linda, then the county says they issued their guidelines, which they said didn't supersede what the state does, but it basically applies to all businesses evenly, like what I was saying. They don't care if you're a church, they don't care if you're a bar. As long as you meet these requirements, you can open regardless of your business. And they said that the sheriff will not come and knocking on your door if you open up under these circumstances, even now. So, it's a very tricky position, because my city is committed with their police force to enforce the state level, and that's who polices us. So there you go. It's a big cluster mess where the city is against the county is against the state, and then the federal government is actually against our state. We're in phase 1 of the federal government's plan. I don't know if you knew that, but the first thing, which in the federal government's plan, we can open, but we're the last in the state. Yeah.
What's that thing next to the courthouse?
That was supposed to be this.
It's a gavel.
Gavel. Who is Matt? You're going on mute, Matt. You're too loud. There we go.
But if you get arrested, aren't you going to be taken away from your family?
No. They take you to a holding cell, they book you, and then they release you in a few hours. It's a misdemeanor offense.
Money?
You're gonna have a criminal record, so you can't find a job after this.
I'm gonna bail you
I'll
out.
find a job. I don't have a job. I'm doing this pro bono here. I'm not getting paid for any of this. Well, I mean, I am getting paid for any of it, but I'm not seeing any of that cash. But that leads me into my next point. I'd like to share some news, is that during the live stream, we actually got the Paycheck Protection loan approved, and we're done. We have it in our account. So that's fantastic news. That took 19 days from when we first applied, even though on the federal government's end, we applied a few days ago, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know, the statistics might be wrong on that. So this is incredibly good news, but I'd like to share with you guys, because you guys are like my diehards, like what the situation is. But the thing about the Paycheck Protection loan is basically the amount that they give you is based on your payroll. What is our payroll? It's whatever I pay myself. And I hate to say this, but I don't pay myself very much here. I take as needed. That's it. If I need money, I take it, and I take very little, because that's just I'm except for travel with my kids, I'm very, very thrifty. I only have my car payment, which is a couple $100. My wife handles most of the mortgage, but not all of it. And I pay myself little. So it's based on your payroll. So the amount is very helpful. It's $12,000 in case you are wondering. We can do our payroll and then a little bit more. But the concept behind the loan is that you pay your staff. They want you to use that money to pay your payroll. That's why it's called the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program loan. So if I don't pay myself that money, which I don't want to do, I want to use it just to pay my freaking rent so I can keep this business afloat, then I have to pay back the money at a higher percentage. I'd have to pay back, I forget, I was looking it up just before class, but something to the order of 60% I would need to pay it back if I used it for that. Which is very unfortunate because I don't care about paying myself. I can go longer without paying myself. Because we rely on my wife's and then a little of mine, and then I have a lot of savings because I'm a weird conservative financial guy. I'm a penny pincher. That's just the way I am. Look, I don't have clothes. Like, that's how much of a penny pincher I am. I don't like to spend money on food. That's the penny pincher I am. So I don't know how I'm going to do this if I'm just going to continue not to pay myself and just pay back a part of it. And what's running through my mind is like, can I pay myself and just buy like an extra 20 grappling dummies with like my own money? Like, what's stopping me from doing that? If we use them at the gym, I don't know. So this is the type of thing that's going through my mind right now. But it's nice because now I'm not at personal risk of bankruptcy, but the gym is still very much at risk. So, yeah.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Christina.
All right. Shall we start?
Hi, Julio.
Hi, Viviana.
Why do I hear Matt's audio every now and again?
Hi, Irving.
Hi, Christina.
What's up, Irving?
And Matt.
You're teaching online, right, Christina?
What?
Are you teaching online?
Yeah, but now this week was my last week, so next week's just finals. So some kids have already turned theirs in, so I'm at the home stretch.
I see. And then you have
I had to go through grade grubbing. I'm sure I'm going to get, but I've been very lenient, and I'm even going to anyone who's within. As long as you're within like 30 points of a higher grade, I'm gonna like
30 points.
I know 30.
That's not percentage points, right? That's just like 30 points.
It's 30 points out of a 1,000 point scale.
Okay.
So
3%.
That's actually
a lot of other stuff. So I'm like,
pretty
I'll round
generous.
up.
Yeah, very generous.
Nobody better.
I read Irving's reviews on Rate My Professor. He's a complete hard-butted teacher.
I have high standards.
Are you? I just completely made that up right now, Irving. That has no.
Oh, did you really?
Whatsoever.
I do grade pretty hard, I think, for math, but not this semester. Although I just graded my last exam and it was a disaster. I think the average was like 55%, and it was take home, open notes.
Open notes. They can't even cheat right, Irving.
Oh, it was pretty sad. I don't know what I'm gonna.
I would be interested in taking a math class with you if we could just like make the math applicable.
It's all applicable. What are you talking about?
I know it's all applicable, but you don't teach the applicable nature of it. You're just teaching the math. Like, here's the problem, right. Here's the theory behind it, here's how to solve it, like that, right? Am I not right?
And then we do applications at the end of each section, of course.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
I'm skeptical about that application. I'm skeptical about the influence, the relative proportion of application to solving problems.
We did exponential growth this semester. So we took the data from the CDC and then we modeled it and then we predicted like when it would reach 1 million or something. So it was pretty good, actually. Pretty accurate.
And did you have a resistance factor to your exponential growth?
Resistance factor?
I'm using the improper mathematical terms.
Oh, there's a logistical growth thing, right? But since we're still in the increased part, it modeled it quite well, actually. So if you looked at the data, it was quite good. Through cool. I don't know, whatever, April. We did it like 2 weeks ago.
I want to see it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because our states was complete. Their modeling was really bad.
I just picked the U.S. numbers, so.
Oh, you took
the one that was posted on the CDC.
The state ones was off by like, well, a very large margin. Even even the, you know how they have like a conservative one, a mid one, and yeah, they were way off. Not even close. Like insultingly off. All right, let's go. Let me resize this. You guys can't see my screen yet, can you?
Not the dummies.
I'm getting there. Slowly. Come on, Dan. My brain's not working. Oh, I have a problem with my screen, that's why. So, let me head over. So, what did we learn last time? Irving. Oh yeah, you weren't here. You were tardy or absent.
We only come once a week, Dad.
Why? Why?
I have class until 5:20 on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Are you taking all of your classes still?
Yes, I'm still. I teach class until 5:20 on Monday and Wednesday.
No,
I'm taking classes. I have Tuesday, Thursday morning. Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday
so
morning.
you dropped your math class that you flunked?
Yes, I had done that already before the whole coronavirus thing. But I think if I had waited until now, I would have gotten a full refund.
Hang on. Quiet, Irving, you're done. Julio, he is a college mathematics professor, and he took a junior college math class, and he failed it. He failed it horribly.
No, I was doing fine. It's just too many hours of homework. So I didn't get a chance to take a midterm.
This is so great. I want to post this. I would post it, but I worry about your professional, like.
I told all my students
told
already.
All your students?
Yeah, of course. I share everything with my students.
Yeah, he would be an awesome teacher. I would like to have him as a teacher. So, Christina, what did we learn?
The stack pass thing, where you have to get into the runner's pose.
Yes.
And then you do the shelf.
And then when we couldn't do it, what?
When you couldn't do it, then there's a way you can go to the side.
How?
And get inside control. You do it's kind of almost like a knee slice, and then you go to the side of the person, and you can get them inside control.
I partially accept your explanation. So we're gonna start in the combat base like this, elbow in. Actually, I probably won't. Let me give you a profile view. From the combat base, I probably won't take my elbow in to this extreme when I'm just here. I'll probably just connect it about midway up, right about there on my leg. The only time that I really go into the hip is when I take this hand and I go underneath. It's like connected with me. Like if I go under the leg, it's at the same time my elbow tucks in super tight. They're really, a lot of the time, your partner will try and yank this hand. They'll grab the sleeve and try and yank it in. Like maybe even 2-on-1. Their whole force trying to yank that arm in. So you really need to prepare accordingly. But as I was showing you last time, is that this is super heavy. I can't bring it up onto my shoulder to get a stack pass going. If I can get it on my shoulder, I'm in business. But what I'm gonna do is while he's distracted with this, I notice an opportunity to drive my knee to the floor like that, over the leg. Now, what I can do at this point is I can actually abandon the whole idea of going to the stack pass once this gets this far forward. Now what I'm gonna do is get a cross face underneath his neck. That's a cross face. Or I don't actually let go of it quite yet because it's better to hold on to it. With my head low, I sit on my hip and I whip my leg around. That's called a long step. Was this what you were trying to explain, Christina?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a really bad job of explaining it. But
I
that's okay. I understood what you were saying. You were like a knee slice. No, this isn't like a knee slice, but I knew what you were talking about. We got it done. Cross face, get on your hip, and whip, head low, block the hips and establish. So this will be kind of like our refresher course, and then we'll go to something new. I don't want to spend too long on this. All right, ready? Go.
I go first?
I'll go first.
You're down.
I love your dog, Viviana and Irving. Can I tell you a secret? I don't like dogs very much. I like dogs. I love to pet dogs and play with dogs for 20 minutes or whatever. But like the inconvenience aspect of it, like when you're like, okay, I'm done now. Like the responsibility aspect, you're like, I don't want to go on a walk today. Like I just don't. That's the part I don't like. I like dogs. I guess I just don't like the responsibility.
Viviana got the dog without consulting me.
Irving, this is a more common situation that you might imagine. I have a dog. Yeah. I wasn't too hot on the idea of a dog. Let's just put it that way. But you got to pick and choose your battles. When you're telling your wife, "Oh, I'm going to get arrested on the 11th," you really got to just pick and choose. See, Matt's just here for the conversation, right? Matt's just here for the camaraderie. I saw the smile, Matt. I saw the baby. The baby looked very happy.
Where let go? Just right here?
No.
What? Oh, all the way over?
Yeah. And then you can come across.
She can't just knock me over like that?
Matt, was it a boy or a girl? It was a boy, right? I can't remember.
I'm here. You can't push me over.
Yeah.
I'm
Go.
semi-lift.
Matt's grandson got out of the hospital and is looking good. Yeah. Yeah, those were actually really cute pictures. I saw one earlier that you posted and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like split in half, right?" But he looked like just a happy baby to me. It was very nice to see that photo. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. And all of that is taking place within like the whole world falling apart too. It's like you have that level of stress. All of us are a little worried about finances and
Today's my birthday.
I forgot. Like you told me and I was just on my own narcissistic rant. Happy birthday. How old are you?
Yes.
I have no idea.
She's a professor at least.
I know. I have some idea. I probably have a pretty good guess. But you have to take your guess, and then you have to subtract 5 years from it. It's like guessing somebody's weight. Just whatever you think it is, then subtract, and then you're good. Or add, and there's certain circumstances. I went over this conversation with Brenda. I really like Brenda. I wish Brenda would move here. Have you met Brenda, Irving?
I don't. Oh, I think I have. She's a teacher, right?
No. She only connected to us through the lockdown phase, and she's been doing all the analysis classes. And
no, I don't know her. Then.
Yeah, she would be a good fit here, I think. She would be like a brainwashed person like you are.
Flip it, and then we'll go to the boy. Then you'll flip a cowboy.
I moved up a weight class during the lockdown.
I'm getting a lot of like the what I consider boring exercises, like the jumping jacks, the push-ups, the squats, because I have to do them with every single kids class. And on Tuesday and Thursday, that's 3 classes. Like that's 250 jumping jacks. That's 60 to 80 squats. Like that's a lot of, it adds up.
Oh damn, we couldn't find the link for the kids class yesterday. Did you post one?
All the time. Where?
I looked up on the Brave Jiu-Jitsu page and on your personal. Oh, I guess we just missed it.
Okay, so the 3 page, you should always check the prime source, which is YouTube. Like go to YouTube.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because that's kind of like our meeting hub. Like all the links are just into YouTube. And then the YouTube, It serves as a backup in case you can't get in. Some people are lagging so hard that they can't get in. So then the link will be in the comments and description of that, and then you can go in. And I'm gonna look maybe because sometimes it has a two-stage confirmation on posting on the web page. Maybe I just hit it once instead of twice, which has happened, honestly.
No problem.
But it's not on my personal Facebook page anymore. It's on the places I post it are Facebook, Brea Jiu-Jitsu. I post it on our website. And those are just like backups. Almost everybody just goes to the YouTube. You get a little notification. Usually about 30 minutes before class, I throw up a scheduled video that you can just kind of wait in. Okay, time. Yeah, see? I'm trying to take an online class, dogs barking, like, nah, not for me. Okay. So, this one is a lot neater. That one I won't use. But you could. It's not like a bad option. This one I use all the time and is somewhat of a specialty of mine. I'm going to be in the combat base and I'm going to be working for this stack pass. But again, it's very hard. Now what I'm going to do is all of a sudden, I'm going to take out this arm. The leg will stay up, but he's a dummy. His leg's going to go right down when I let go of it. And I'm going to swim back in on the inside. And I'm going to lock his leg out like this. I'll show you the angle. So my armpit is like a barrier. So his knee can't slide underneath like this. And then make space and push me off. That's one of the reasons why I can't, in this position, just like go forward and pass his guard. Because if I try and go forward, this leg is very easily just going to kick me off. I can try and go forward when I bring this up on my shoulder. And we did, remember? The cheerleader stretch? It's all about closing distance, the guard. Let me qualify that. Within a certain style, it's all about closing distance. I can also do passes where I just like back up and then pass. That's not about closing distance. I mean, ultimately it is, but it's more about making the space so you can pass. That's a different style. You could call that loose passing. That's a pretty commonly used term. And this would be pressure passing. So we're doing more pressure passing, and pressure passing is about taking away space. So when I go like this, he's so focused. He's trying to slam his leg down. That's why it's so hard to begin with. And I'm able to like trick him, so to speak, into giving me that reaction. And while I'm kind of supporting his leg with my bicep, I swim in and lock it out. He has short legs. I didn't actually lock it out. Now, I keep both of these lapels super tight. I get a lot of comments when people say my grips are really strong. And it's usually not that my grips are exceptional. My grips are strong. There's no doubt about it. But not any stronger than any other person who's been training the length of time I've been training. But usually I get that comment when I'm using a lot of like the inherent qualities of the position. Of course, holding on to somebody with two beefy double collar grips like this, you're going to feel like you have strong grips. So the point there is that these are very strong in this position. Now what I do, this is very tricky to try and teach, is my knee, instead of going to the mat like it did before, it's going to go out. Oh, that's tough to teach. That didn't really translate onto camera very well. Before, what I did, let me try and move it, is my knee just dropped right by the hip, but this is going to go more that way to exaggerate. And it's just going to like go crunch the top of his knee. And then with my foot back here, I'm going to spread his leg just like this. Look, I kind of kick it out just like that. Now let me rotate, keeping this position. Notice that my knee is not even on the mat. You don't want it to be. You feel like you're kind of pushing your leg towards you guys. Like it goes out to a large degree when you get that position. This is critical to get. And it's not so easy because it's very nuanced. I think the more nuanced stuff is harder than the like, all right, now go upside down. Like that's a big movement. It has nuance too. But this is only nuance. Like a big movement is going to have the big movement and then the nuance. But if you get the big movement, you at least kind of more or less get it. Like this, you just completely miss if you don't get the nuance. So out and flare. Now what I can do, it's best seen back here. My left knee kind of goes wide like this. And it's impossible, well, unlikely, that he's going to be able to close his legs around into the half guard. Now what I'm going to do is I do a windshield wiper guard pass. Just like that. You see, I have a shin on shin here. It looks like half guard. Like if I showed you this angle right here, it kind of just looks like half guard. But it's not. Like shin on shin half guard, I don't know. It's not really any position for him as far as the guard goes. And then I'll try and cross face and pass the guard. I expect that you will not learn this very well, to be honest. But you'll have this whole idea floating around in your mind. Effective windshield wipers seem like magic when you're rolling with somebody with less experience. Because it's like they went for the half guard but couldn't get it, and they don't understand, like, wait, why was there no leg there when there should have been a leg there? Why didn't I capture anything? It really feels like magic when you're having it done to you. And the key to this windshield wiper is a little bit less of that aspect and a little bit more of not allowing them to lock their legs by this position that we're getting right here. Now, keeping your head low, windshield wiper, cross face, and then block his near side hips. That's going to be the first thing I always say. Block the hips. I can't even tell what part of the dummy. Okay. Block the near side hips. Whatever side that you pass towards, that's what you're going to want to block first because it blocks the hip escape. Okay. Let's kind of consolidate everything I've been saying and demonstrate the whole thing a few times. Combat base. I'm under the leg, trying to do the stack pass. Suddenly swim and lock their knee out. I flare as I do that, my knee over to their knee. So it's knee on knee with foot flared to Achilles. My foot against his Achilles, spreading him wide. Like that's what I'm trying to make his legs do. My knee over here is out wide as well. Now I get low. I keep my grip super tight. He'll probably try and scoot back. I'll follow him, keep attached. Windshield wiper. Sometimes I follow my hip just like that. And then I pass. But I think of the nuance I want to focus on, it's not kind of that part of it. I want to focus on how you prevent him from getting half guard. All right, let's take a look at rear view. I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to do the fail for 4 minutes or so and come back. This is the main move I want you to learn today. But I want you to fail on it a little bit before I clean it up. So I'm picking it up. It's difficult. I swim in. You can't see that very well. I lock it out. As soon as I lock it out, I put my knee over and I flare to his Achilles. He can't lock his half guard because I'm too wide. You can have him gently try and lock. And then from here, you can do a windshield wiper, cross face, and then establish. I can show you some videos of me doing this. This is a very me position. So this isn't something that a lot of people train or know. They know windshield wipers, but that whole unique take of like not allowing them to lock the half guard, that's a meism. Okay? I think it's important to know when you're learning something unique and when you're learning something that everybody knows. Go, practice. I wonder if I paid myself and then I paid my students who were paying me. I'd have to pay taxes on that.
Are you saying you need people on your payroll?
No, that's not what I'm saying, actually. No, I'm trying to figure out a way where I can pay just rent with the money. Matt knows how to do it. I mean, it'd be pretty easy to launder the money, to be honest with you, but I don't want to do that. As I stream live on the on the YouTube. I can't see anything that's going on. Hey Matt, unmute. You seem like you had something to say. Unmute. You're on mute.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm off mute now, right?
Interestingly enough, your mute icon is still on. There we go. Yeah, go ahead.
All you have to do is have your dad or yourself or someone pay your rent out of their account.
Yeah, that's called money laundering, Matt. I am completely aware that you could probably pretty easily launder the money. I don't even think it's for like ill use. I'm not paying myself. Like, it's so I can pay employees, but I don't have any employees. It's just me. Got to keep the business afloat for my own personal sanity.
I thought money laundering was only for like criminal activity.
That is criminal activity. Money laundering is criminal.
It's like dirty money.
Money that you receive.
It's like dirty money.
Money that you receive illegally.
Yeah, money that you've received illegally.
Well, that's why people launder it usually.
Yeah,
but I can launder the money by saying, Irving, I'll give you $6,000. Why don't you pay? I give you the $6,000, and then you pay the gym $6,000, and then I can say, look, I paid myself $6,000, and then Irving comes back. Oh, look, I charged him $6,000 for privates. You understand?
Yeah, that just sounds kind of sketchy.
That is sketchy. It's called money laundering.
But if you have your dad pay your rent to the gym, and then you just give your dad a gift for his birthday.
Yeah. It gets really. I don't really have a problem with that ethically, but I haven't thought about that.
You know, I'm kind of in the same spot as a small business owner. You know, everything's kind of muddled together as far as all the flow goes. But I need to make sure I use that income to pay employees, to pay payroll, or I get zapped with the loan and the interest.
Yeah. Well, I can have 25% of it go towards the. What's 25% of that?
$3,000.
That's not enough money. It's not even 1 month's rent. Not even close.
Yeah, you have to like block money like that.
Oh wow, yeah, of course. I could have done that in my head. It's exactly 3,000. Yeah, that's not enough.
It worked.
I mean, even if you pay yourself and then you write a private check for rent.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, except just getting hit with 30% tax on that money.
Oh, because, yes, right. Well, it just depends on how much you pay yourself the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be based on your annual income, not just on your 2.5 month income.
I don't know. I'm going to have to think it through. But I also, did you apply for the disaster loan?
No.
Why not?
I didn't know about it.
You should. $10,000. Forgivable. But you know what?
Professors were complaining how we get $500 for moving our classes online and we had to do paperwork. We're like, what? I can't believe we have to our training hours. They should just give it to us. I'm like, wow, like we're so insulated financially compared to like the rest of the people. The professors still find something to complain about.
What? Yeah. I think this is an insight into human nature, to be honest with you. For example, can I give you an example with the PPE with the nurses, that personal protective gear, is that certain nurses would be panicked because they had to reuse their mask for a day. And they were panicked because they were being told to reuse it and, it's not supposed to be reused, But other nurses were less panicked that didn't have any access to a 95 level mask because there wasn't that sense of like urgency that they're renewing it or reusing it. Does that make sense to you what I'm saying? Do you understand why the nurse would be more panicked even though she had more access to equipment? I think there's a certain component of that to financial as well. Kind of it depends on expectations, really. Like what I'm dealing with is tens of thousands of dollars. Like that's scary as heck. Like I can't cover that. Yeah.
Well, and then that's tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, our swim team, our payroll is $30,000 a month.
Yeah, like that's scary. Like when you deal with those numbers and you have no income, like even in bad times, like which has never happened in our gym. We've never not turned a profit until recently. Is that like you at least have some income, like even like let's say you just break even. You're like, we had the worst month ever. We just break even. Like, yeah, but it's like to pretty much almost zero income. All right, let's make you bigger. Let me check it out. Let me check out the Julio. I think you get more benefit just watching an instructional video. There'd be less chit chat. Just get more to the point. I can't see your leg work at all, Christina. At all. I need to see. Yes, I need to see that side. Yes, Julio, you were right. Go all the way over there, Julio. Yeah, and then scoot away from the camera, just a few scooches. Perfect, right there. That's fine. Don't move anything. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Thank you, Christina. All right. So you're going under. Hide that elbow. You have to hide that elbow way more. You're going to get triangled. Hide your right elbow into your hip. Julio's got you. Good. And now you're like, oh man, this is too hard. I can't get this leg up on my shoulder. So you circle it back in. Do so. And then really lock it out. With that left arm, you can't let his leg back in. That's the moment you win. That leg being locked out like that. Okay? Now, as soon as you do that, Julio, bend your left leg a little bit. Don't just like flat pancake. Now, I want you to drive your knee over his knee. Directly over his knee. And then flare your foot. Okay. Should hurt a little bit on the leg. Does it hurt a little bit on the leg, Julio? Whatever. All right, now windshield wiper and pass. I accept, even though it lagged a little bit right at that moment. All right, Ray, looking at you. Ray, turn around completely 180 degrees. I need to see your feet.
I feel like this is
maybe turn it a little. Yeah, perfect. Let me look at your butt, basically. Nice. Blah, blah, blah. Good. Now you're better, Ray. Make your foot on his Achilles. Yeah, like that. Good, Ray. Windshield wiper. Yes, very nice job. I'm gonna mute you, Matt. I like kids, but I'm gonna mute you. Viviana, let's see it. Why are you doing it backwards? You're such a backwards student.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be left leg lead, that's actually really good. That's very good, Viviana. You have very good body awareness, by the way. I don't think I compliment you on that enough. Because you don't come to class enough.
I compliment her on her.
Look at that. You see that? That's the back of my hand. That was a compliment with the back of my hand. Backhanded compliment. It's like I can't have the sincerity just to offer somebody a nice compliment. But keep in mind, Viviana, that by getting good at this side, you're kind of like locking yourself into getting good at this side with a left leg lead. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like for the future, every time I say skeleton structure passing the guard, you're going to have to do the other side. Flare that foot. It's part of the closing of the distance, flaring the foot, Viviana.
Huh. I'm doing it this side too, actually. Even though it's my right leg. Because I like to do under right arm.
So we're doing it the same way.
And then I go like this. And it becomes left leg lead. Huh.
Or just place another.
I like to do my stack pass on the right hand side. So that's it.
The normal side, Irving? I'm not looking at you there.
Oh, I like to do my stack pass with my right arm under.
You're gonna have a weird asymmetry in the jiu-jitsu I'm teaching you.
That's like the white, and then so when I do this one, I have to do it on the left leg.
That's fine. I mean, weird asymmetries are kind of nice sometimes.
Okay.
And I use the word weird, that's not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
But it'd be so much better if it connected with the other part of your game. You understand?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm doing it though. Yeah. Because yeah, I like to stack on the right side.
Yeah, you have to be careful as you get better to go, oh, I do it like this, or I do it like that, and then you don't learn something. That's an inevitable consequence of getting better. But you're like almost at that point where you're just like, this is just the jiu-jitsu I do. Leave me alone. Like you're getting kind of close to that. You know, like an old guy. Like an old guy is not going to change his personality. You know, that's just a consequence of life. You don't change your jiu-jitsu very much. Some people do. Some people like Jamal go on meditation retreats and they change who they are as a person. Most don't. After they're like 35, I'd say. 35 for sure. You're kind of set when you're 35. The difference between 35 and 65 is you're just grumpier. That's it.
Grumpy.
That feels better. A little bit.
All right, let me set up the live stream.
I'm so excited. Or I'm lucky.
Maybe. It's true. I think when I practice this, I always do practice right side. But connected to the stack pass, which I like.
You're gonna do it the other side now,
No.
right?
Why?
That's the thing. Oops. So bad. All right, don't let me get this screw. Like, get that on.
I can't see you guys right now. Hang on.
Does it feel better for you?
It's about the same.
Feels super awkward for me.
I do kind of like this because I feel like I can sit there for a while. That's like my jiu-jitsu.
Wait, you like position?
Yeah. I like the positions where I can just sit there and not do anything for a while. Right here, right after I
That's called lazy.
No. Have to nail the position. Lock it down to the proper position. I think I remember trying to do this once, and then I was trying to stay there, and then I lost the check. I was like, dang, I should have moved faster.
I don't feel that. A lot.
Yeah, right?
I saw that. Oh, that's my moment.
Yep.
Videos. It's under videos. Videos. Schedule an image. Levi.
Let me get this. Good
Yeah.
job.
Because if you grab this, then I'm in deep trouble. Yeah, so I have to like prevent it at all costs.
That actually helps with that better.
Yeah, right. That's the point.
That's very good, Christina. I actually haven't seen Julio do it yet, though. Keep going.
You want to go here?
Yeah.
That's very nice, Christina. So, Christina, you never answered the question.
What?
How old are you? ¿Cuántos años tienes?
I'm in Masters 2.
Masters
So,
2.
You can be 35 or you can be 36. What, are you 36?
Yeah, 36.
36?
Spring
That's not
chicken.
old. I'm 36.
Right,
I'm old. Yeah, I'm old.
Masters 2 is old.
Yeah, it is.
You
You're right.
said
We're
that.
old.
You said anyone who's like over 35 for jiu-jitsu is considered very old.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about it. We're old. We are past our physical prime. There's no doubt. I was so much less sore when I was younger doing jiu-jitsu. How old are you, Julio?
I'm 40.
40, yeah. And it really starts to go downhill at 40. Like, what are we going to do? Whatever. It's just life. It's okay.
Bunny.
No, so go back. It wasn't terrible, but you want to make sure that this part of your knee, like the kind of the tip part, goes on her knee. So don't put it to the ground as much. And then flare your foot into her Achilles. More, yeah, kind of like that. I'm about to show you a video. Hang on, let me get it.
You know? It's good to be able to catch you. With your foot.
I have to be like Cash and go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. You haven't decided what you want.
Jaden, the next truck that spawns in will have 2,200 HP. Because I upgraded it. Look at that. Jaden, come to. Look at this. This one has. No, it spawns.
Man, I can't find it.
180 HP. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Look, it has 180 HP in the core one.
I found it. Okay, here we go. Okay, time. This is going to be useful to see some context. Right. So this is rolling. So it'll be helpful. So you're going to, whenever you're seeing rolling, it's going to come out a little bit different each time. There's like a unique nuances that are different. Now right there is actually when I won. I've already won at this point. The moment in which is the greatest bottleneck is actually locking his leg on the outside. You know, when we reached around and we locked with our armpit, because it completely compromises his ability to keep me from coming forward. So that's actually the main battle. Everything else is just kind of fun from there. It's important to realize that. So here, I take my arm out, and then I locked it in. And he just didn't recognize that was a fight. Now here, I'm a little bit with my knee on the ground, and a little bit less of that aspect that I was trying to get Christina to do, which is, or it's actually Julio, to pin the knee. So my foot is a little bit higher as a consequence, because Hang on, I actually forgot I had this feature. Because this knee is more this way, it's actually on the mat as opposed to being right here. It's more that way. So as a result, this foot, instead of hooking about here, is going to be hooking about here on his shin. So that makes it more likely that he's going to be able to lock his feet. I can't. Go ahead. Somebody say something.
Look at the car. Pew pew pew.
Okay, let me mute you. I can't. Yeah, I got you, Irving. I can mute people when I'm at the screen here pretty easily. So I think he actually does lock his legs. So here I slid down a little bit, but this is why I'm getting into a little bit of trouble as I'm trying the windshield wiper. Not too much, but that's why he was able to snag it. But then I just kind of straighten my leg, make it very difficult for him to hook it in any way. So let's watch this once again. This is an important movement because most of the time when you drive your lead leg forward, you're going to end up in the half guard. And this is like a completely magical way of not getting in the half guard whatsoever. Super beneficial. Now, as you notice, kind of halfway through, I actually dropped my foot a little bit lower. Not now. It's a little high. It's a little high. Watch this foot. A little high. And there, I extended it lower. So that's what fixed my leg position when I extended it like that. Okay. This is against Nolan. So Nolan completely likes to keep distance. I get this position. I'm flaring my foot. That's why it's not normal. Like normally you're just like, oh yeah, he's going to get the half guard, whatever. Be done with it. But because of that foot flare and because of the position of this right, can you guys see my mouse by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of the position of my right knee being so far to the right, it creates a very wide thing to lock your legs around. And Nolan has huge legs. Can't pass. He gets so frustrated. And then the windshield wiper. I do a little bit different. You notice in both of these instances, the exact configuration of my legs, like I'm triangling it, and I actually extend my leg downwards like this. It's not so important. I like doing this, but there's a lot of different ways that you can finish. And mostly all of them are based on this position right here. This is, once you do this, you can jump to knee slice, you can windshield wiper and kind of like half long step like I was doing. But it's important to identify bottlenecks of moves. He's trying to hook my leg, he doesn't, and then, yeah. And the cool part about this is you can start with 2 pant grips and you can go either side with it. And that's a technique that we often did. Now, the camera guy must be Johnny or somebody. Camera guy went and got the wrong side. I want you to notice what happened in this instance. So I'm pushing his leg down and I get down low, but he's able to lock his legs. But I'm so wide and I'm so flared out that it's a huge diamond for his leg. And my other leg can just fit in between there. You can windshield wiper. Just watch my legs. The action is not on the upper body. We don't care about that. So it kind of looks like half guard, right? Oop. Half guard, half guard, half guard. But I just windshield wipered right there. You can't windshield wiper out of the half guard just like that. And now it still even looks like half guard. But he's just holding onto my knee. Yeah. So a cool example of that pass. And I'd like to actually continue. I remember seeing this. This is,
I remember this.
Like this or share this?
This was a lady outside of the gym or
I've seen
whatever.
that video. Have you guys seen this one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, this is crazy. Desperate. Drugs and desperation, man. Make a bad mix. You haven't seen it, Christina?
I haven't seen it.
She like just hit and run somebody, but she's being boxed in by the car that she hit. And she's just like trying to drive out, but she's trying to drive out over these vacuum pumps here. And she actually does get free, but it's quite something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore this pass more. I don't have a name for it. We'll just call it the windshield pin and windshield wiper maybe. And we can start to hit it from other positions. and learn how being ambidextrous on this pass tomorrow is very, very helpful. This is one that you definitely want to be ambidextrous on, because we don't really need to attach it to a greater philosophy. I will attach it to our skeleton structure. However, you're doing both sides within context of doing it on one side. I'll elaborate on that more in next class. All right. For those of you that want to hang out, you can hang out while I set up. If you need to go, I'll see you. But we're going to do Levi. Levi's going to be our analysis today. I really like Levi. Assuming I can find videos. I hope I can.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
Taking off?
Class is over already?
Yeah, see you guys.
Who's staying? Ray, you staying?
Yeah.
What time is it? One
Matt,
point
you
back?
staying? Matt,
Oh,
you should
nice.
stay
I can
here
stay
with
for a little
question
bit.
asker. Oh,
I had a question.
Because I hit the wrong one earlier. That was
So have you
fun.
heard of anybody?
What?
Have you heard of anybody who's actually closing down their gym right
Yeah.
now?
Going out of business? Yeah. I've heard of
Bye,
I saw
everybody.
that.
Thanks, Dan.
I've just heard of 2 so far.
Bye, Julio.
I heard of one, that Josh Manacuso or something.
How do you spell it?
Manucso.
Yeah, I got it.
His first name is Josh. And then I know a guy in St. George, Utah, that runs one of the Gracie combatives named Jake Johnston. I had him come over to your place once.
I think you posted something the other day about
Wait,
it.
that was Gracie. That was his, right?
The guy in St. George?
Oh,
Yeah, in southern Utah.
Okay, I had not heard about this. So this is March the 3rd. There's one in Vegas.
And
Yeah.
another Gracie place in Vegas?
I'm reading his post right now. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, and then there's one in Vegas.
I'm surprised the Gracies aren't helping bail the guy out.
Do you know anything about the Gracies?
Just
Yeah,
that,
obviously.
yeah, I
The
don't.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Gracies, they're not bailing anybody out. They are money hungry. I'm streaming right now. Hang on, let me take that off. Hang on. Where's my stream? OBS, where are you?